In your everyday life, do you overlook the small joys? You know, the trivial things that make you smile. Do you forget them as soon as they've happened? I know I do. Well, last month I read a newsletter by Rob Walker, author of the book The Art of Noticing, and it got me thinking. He talked about months going by and not noticing small moments of joy, of overlooking them because they were so small, of not thinking too much about them because they were so trivial. The thing is, in this crazy mixed up world we live in, big moments of joy often take a while to come around. It can lead us to feel that our lives are not as happy as they could be. In the article, he was talking in conversation to another writer, Lee, and she was saying that through photos on her phone, she kept getting reminded of tiny moments of joy that she only remembers because she took the photos at the time. And that's true. I had a look through my photos on the phone and it was the same. There was a photo of me cuddling my granddaughter Mila while she was here for a visit. A photo sent to me of a smiling son and his then fiancée in front of Cinderella's castle in Walt Disney World, Florida. Another photo, this time, of me and my two sisters in the same room for the first time in 15 years. And a photo of a pub sign that we saw on a trip to Weymouth that made me laugh. Small, tiny moments that would have drifted from my mind completely within minutes had they not been captured. Going back to the article, Ingrid said that she'd started a little experiment of keeping a jar with little slips of paper on her desk and taking a moment to write down small joys and fold them up and put them in the jar. Then, when she needed a pick-up, she'd open the jar, take them out and read them. Now this seemed like a good idea to me, and so last month I decided I'd do it for a month and see how many of those little joyful events would have passed me by if I hadn't took the time to write them down. Last month there was a major event in my life with the marriage of my son Henry to Deanna, and I chose not to count any of the moments of joy I had there for the whole time we were there because they were big moments. This week I completed a month. The biggest problem I had with this experiment was that I often forgot to write down those joyful moments. However, I did remember to write down 26 things, moments I would have probably forgotten had I not written them down. Moments such as Deb's showing me a video of the worst busker in the world that she'd filmed in the street. Deb's buying me donuts and stepson Niall buying me chocolate on Father's Day. Me and Deb's dancing around the bedroom to a song on the radio before we'd even got dressed. And pinch punching Debs and Niall on the 1st of June. Always a good one, that one. All small moments that when I read the little scraps of paper made me smile again. All of them I'd forgotten about just a month later. The small moments of joys, if we add them together over time, become greater than the sum of their parts. The little thing of collecting those joyful moments each day reminded me that there is joy to be found on every day, if only you take the time to notice. Often, especially in these times that we're living in, when around us it seems like the world's at odds with itself, it can feel like it's a long humdrum experience. Doing this one thing has reminded me that in fact it comprises of lots of little moments of joy. So maybe instead of chasing happiness, we should be embracing those small moments of joy and finding ways to put ourselves in its path more often. Why don't you have a go yourself? All you need is a pen, some scraps of paper and a jar. You will be amazed at how happier your life will feel. Please hit that button if you've enjoyed the video, and feel free to hit the subscribe button because I'm aiming to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'd love you to be one of them.